Wait, hold on. It's recording.
Okay, can you see this good enough? Okay, so we're about average of kind of a 7-inch hole. Here, we want, these are for the tomatoes. You want, this one's like more like 8. Want them nice and deep. Here's the shovel that we used right here. That's a post hole digging shovel. You can see it good? Okay, makes it easier than a big spade, but big spade shovel. Okay, put that there. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna water. These are the tomatoes. These are Roma tomatoes. We're gonna water them down real good. Need watering anyway, but so that the root ball in the bottom in the peat cup is just all nice and soaking wet. Gives it a good start once it's in the ground. We're gonna do that. We're gonna soak them really, really good. Joey, the cameraman, doing a good job. Don't fall in the hole. One over here somewhere. You want to soak them. So some of that peat cup we're going to pull off of there. We'll rip some off. If it's too tangled in the roots, then we're just going to kind of crack it open so more roots can grow out. Otherwise, they'll grow through the peat pot. If it wasn't there at all, it would be best. Next year we're going to use a different container. Okay, next thing we're going to do, real quick, put a little water in our hole. Because it's so hot. And again, just give everything a nice start.
Yeah, but if it's not hot, do you still have to put it in?
It won't hurt. Because when you water the plant, the water goes down into the ground, right? And soaks in. When you water, you want the water to soak in so it can get to the roots. So this will definitely help. Okay, there's our are those the rooters? Burbank tomatoes, and beefsteak on the other end. Okay, so now what we're gonna do. Let's start. We're down here. Let's just start right here. Okay, you can come on this way, Joe. We got a lot of water in there. That's okay. So these are our Roma tomatoes. We want to bury this as deep as we can. That might be a little too deep. So we're gonna throw a little bit of dirt back in there. It's hot out here today, 85 degrees. Okay. Maybe just that's good. Because what's going to happen? Here's where we're burying it deep. See this here? Okay. The more the stem that you bury, okay, roots are going to grow out of there. See the little fuzzies on there and all? The roots will grow on there, and it'll give the plant more roots. At least on a tomato plant, it'll give it more roots, and it'll make it that much stronger in the ground. Now we're going to cut off these bottom branches. Okay, it's going to snip them off. We don't want them buried really, and we don't want them. The other one's hanging in the dirt. That one's a tough one.
Put it all the way in.
There we go. All right, so this way here, the leaves will be off the ground pretty much, and we'll be burying. We're gonna build a little hill, so a good 4 inches more of the stem. Okay, so are we getting this part, Joe? Here's where we're gonna get some of this peat cup off. Yes, that's why we soaked it to help get it off. But this one's got a lot of roots, which are growing through, and they'll continue to grow through. But you see, if this wasn't here at all, that would be best. But it will grow through. So we're having a hard time getting it off because of the roots. We don't want to tear all the roots up, and so we're just gonna rip it open. Oh, that looks good.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Ton of roots. All this peat cup off like best we can, kind of, or just rip it open so the roots can get out easier. And then the bottom is pretty bad, and then roots are just gonna kind of pop it open a little bit. There we go. Is that good? See good? I'll snip these couple little guys that are trying to grow here. Plants were down in the basement way too long. They should have been in the ground. They could have been in the ground weeks ago. Okay, so we're in the hole. And we're going to throw some dirt in there all around it. And we're going to push that down. Going to get some dirty fingers here. Dirty fingernails. So. Okay. Looking good. You can see it good. Push it down. Try to keep the plant kind of straight. It'll straighten itself out too. Make sure it's in there good. Then what I did the other day when I was planting the beefsteak, then you can stay right there. You can stay right there. Okay, is then after I got some dirt in there, I just gave it some more water to get that nice and wet. The more water down there when it gets planted, the better. Especially as hot as it is. And that'll get that dirt down there. And we just fill it in some more. This dirt's all wet because I watered 2 hours yesterday. It was so hot out. The dirt's kind of wet. Kind of hard to work with. But better than when it's wet and it dries out and it's all clumpy like a rock and you can't break it up. So, just push that dirt down in there. Now we're going to build a little hill here to help keep it in there, especially if it gets windy or anything. What? Keyboard does really good. No, I can't. My hands are all dirty. Almost done. It's like crystal kind of thing. We're almost done, huh? Jenna? Just in time. Okay. Some people like to make a little trench around it like this, and it kind of holds the water. But also, when you do water, you want to water around the plant too, because that'll make the ground wet there, and the roots will reach out to get that water and grow further out. Okay, that's it. That's all it's to it.